Hi, little buddy.
Hello, buddy.
You miss me?
Yep.
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 That's it? Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. Well, you got the yup shirt on, so I guess it works.
Yep.
Yep. Want to split some wood?
Yep.
Yep. Exactly. All right, so let's split some wood. You guys are going to notice the 8-way is not on here. We're saving it for Saturday. You're going to want to come back Saturday because we're going to be sorting wood. You'll see Kevin leaving some bigger stuff out. It might be sooner than Saturday, but Saturday we're going to have some fun and we're going to go fast. riding back with our bag of trail mix here. Actually, my bag of trail mix, but we had 5. You want some? Here you go. We're trying to deliver 5 cords of firewood today. How'd we do with that, Kevin?
Good.
Good? I don't think we did very good.
Not good, but tomorrow we'll finish it.
We started at, I don't know, noontime, I guess. By the time we get everything all said and done.
Yep.
It's 3:40 right now, and we only got 1 load delivered. Because I developed a vibration in the truck before we left to go to Ohio, and it got progressively worse, and I could not find anything wrong anywhere. I checked drive shafts, I checked steady bearings, I checked all of it. Well, found out what it was, and I'll show you when we get back to the house, but we basically had a rim come unwelded, a steel rim. So we've got 4 aluminum rims back on the truck, all the lug nuts are tight, everything's good, and Kevin, nice and smooth down the road.
Yep, nice and smooth.
So I got to ride in the van with Kevin. Kevin, you could be a race car driver.
Yep.
Kevin really likes brakes, and he really likes the gas pedal. And I tried using my brake a couple of times. The passenger side brake in your van doesn't work, Kevin. Broke. Your passenger side brake in the van's broken. It is. I tried stepping on my brake when I was in the passenger seat, and it didn't work. So we're gonna go back to the house. We'll put the conveyor, the trailer under the conveyor. There we go, and get ready for tomorrow. I told Kevin to be setting the bigger rounds aside for the 8-way wedge, but he forgot about that while we were sorting firewood too. So, well, tomorrow
About 4 big rounds.
he's got 4 big rounds. They're too big for the 8-way. I'm gonna give him a size range tomorrow, and we'll start setting them off to the side.
He didn't give me no size range, so.
Because you know what we got to do, don't you, Kevin? We got to beat that cord challenge. And now that we got the 8-way, I think we can do it.
Yep, we can do it.
So we're gonna set everything up, get everything ready. You guys are gonna want to come back for that. But let's go back to the house, and I'll show you that rim. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but take my word for it, it's messed up. So we're back in the yard. It's doing our favorite thing again. It's raining. And I'm gonna try to show you what happened to the rim on the truck. I don't know if it's gonna show up, but you'll get the gist. So right there is rubber, and the rim has started to separate away and is bent or broken, one of the two, and was leaking air very badly. So this was our vibration, was a bad rim, and I'm very fortunate that it failed here in the driveway and not on the highway somewhere. So we've got an aluminum rim back on the truck. We've got a spare in the back, and the trailer is under the conveyor and ready for tomorrow. So with a very, very busy week already this week, we are now behind. Story of my life. And that's okay, because a little bit every day goes a long way. Tomorrow we will get this order finished. We got 2 more trail loads to bring to this customer, and they will be done. And then we'll probably start on the next order, which is 4 cords of 14-inch wood. Then we have another 5-cord order of 16-inch and a 6-cord order of 16-inch. So that should suck up 90% of what we have in the yard for wood. And then we'll get 3 more loads in again, and we'll do it all over again because orders are piling in. So help someone if you can. Check those wheels on your trucks, guys. I thought it was a suspension issue. It was a rim, and we got it fixed, thankfully. And we're back rolling and going again. So now I can put my drive shaft back in, because I pulled my 4-wheel drive shaft out thinking it might have been something in the front end or a universal. So we'll get that put back in sometime, probably this weekend, and we'll go from there. So we'll see you guys on the next one. We'll be doing some more splitting. Remember, this weekend, that 8-way wedge is going to go on that all wood, and we're going to see if we can break a record.